am back here with another video, and what an introduction that was. But I definitely needed to eat, and why not eat on camera? Why not? What's up, y'all? Today we will be talking about what's up with these modern day men. That's what I want to talk about. What's up with these modern day men? Like, oh my goodness. That's what we're going to be talking about today. And this is not for all of them. You know, there are gentlemen that are out there. And gentlemen, we do appreciate you. But you know, some of your peers be tripping. And I will be talking about them, you know? These modern day men who don't want to buy women flowers, who don't want to take women on dates, who don't want to uplift a woman. What's up? What's going on? Who don't want to pay bills? Who don't want to protect? Who don't want to provide? What's up? What's going on? That's what I want to talk about. Modern day man. See they woman cold outside. Wouldn't even offer their jacket. What's up? What's going on? That's what I want to talk about. Some of these modern day men want to sit here and talk about, oh, polygamy this and polyamorous this and polygamy that. You can't even handle one woman. How do you think you're going to be able to handle two women? You can't even handle one woman. Do y'all see how y'all treat one singular woman? How you think you're going to be able to handle two women if you can't even treat one woman right? These modern day men. Society has messed up individuals' minds. This is why it is important to be a critical thinker as well as to be a free thinker. You should always be asking questions. Even if somebody tell you, oh, look up at the sky is blue. You should be looking for yourself and asking questions too to determine if the sky is really blue. The issue has been culture, brainwashing. You have to reprogram your subconscious mind. As well as the issue has been childhood trauma. There are some men, they're still healing from what their mothers put them through. And sometimes they condemn the woman for what their own mothers put them through, and they treat women in that manner. You know, as well as the same thing goes for women. You know, some women, it's the same thing on both ends of the spectrum. They say chivalry is dead. Well, you better reawaken it. And then, like, men have this certain notion, you know, that, like, they want to be like, oh, where's the good woman at? Where's the genuine woman at? But them the same woman that y'all be cheating on. Them the same woman that y'all be overlooking. Because you be looking for a Jezebel, that's why. You have to reprogram your brain. Y'all want to, and in the amount of men that I have dated and been with, and this goes for women too, because women are like that too, you know, where like sometimes we can carry our unhealed trauma into new relationships, regardless if that's romantic or friendships or stuff like that. Sometimes we could carry our emotional baggage, our baggage into new relationships, and it shouldn't be like that. People should be given a fresh opportunity for you to get to know people. But it is what it is. And in life, you'll just realize who's meant to stay and who's meant to go. Who's meant to teach you a lesson and who's meant to stay with you. Some people, they will see your wounds and they'll be like, nah, I ain't dealing with that. But then you have some people that will see your wounds and they will have empathy for you, and they'll have compassion for you, and they'll choose to work with you rather than to just, reject you, or just, treat you like if you're just like a flawed individual, because we all do have flaws. We all are imperfect. And some people, they have this fake idea of perfectionism, or they live in a fantasy world, and and that goes for everyone. So yeah. But yeah, like I had like this is me talking about some dating experiences. Like I had some man, like I guess they was financially abused by women in the past or something like that. So they would start being stingy to me. Like, and I'm not the one to be stingy with. There's certain women you're not supposed to be stingy with, that type of woman, because that type of woman could amplify your whole life. That's just how women are. The difference is you have to learn how to discern what type of woman. People can't hide. A woman with malicious intentions for you cannot hide. They can't cloak themselves. Especially when you're in tune and you're knowledgeable and you're wise. People have to stop operating in a state of fear. I understand it though. Everybody got trust issues. But people have to stop operating in a state of fear and build up your intuition. Build up your discernment. Y'all be out here doing the good woman dirty, but then you wanna, I'm not even gonna say that. I'm gonna just say y'all be out here doing the good woman dirty, and then you get karma. Your karma is, getting with a woman, like a woman that's gonna do you wrong, a karmic woman. You guys get with a karmic woman. You guys be with an actual divine feminine. Sometimes you guys treat the divine feminine wrong because of your past trauma, or either because you feel like you want to protect yourself from any future pain, and you end up sabotaging the relationship. Women do this to men too. Some women, they carry their past trauma into a relationship, and they treat the divine masculine wrong. They could do things like accusing them 24/7, and that will push him away because it's past trauma. It will push some away, but the real man is gonna stay with you, and he's gonna have a conversation with you, like, hey, chill out, like, stop accusing me, like, I'm not doing this. A real man is gonna sit up and have a conversation with you, so you guys can meet a common ground, as well as a real woman would do that. You guys be having the real woman in your fucking face, in your hands, and then y'all be mistreating the real woman. And then because you mistreated the real woman or the real man, you get karma. And you know what your karma is? Your karma is you getting a karmic woman. You get with this karmic woman, which is your karma now. Now you gotta feel the way that you made the good woman feel. Now this karmic woman finna do you how you did the good woman. And a lot of you guys know that. Yeah, there are men that's sitting around here like, dang, they can't forget that one woman that had a pure heart. That's their karma. They can't forget that one man that had a pure heart. That's their karma. Those type of people are a once in a lifetime type of people. And unbeknownst to humanity, those type of people are blessings. Those are blessings by the divine. A good person with a good heart are literally blessings by the divine. That is a present. The issue is some people allow their trauma to run them. Heal that trauma. And it's going to be a process. Sometimes when you get in a partnership, you guys are going to be healing each other. It's not going to be all good, but it's about the way that you collaborate. It's about the way that you communicate. It's about the way that you tackle those challenges and stuff like that. You want to be like, where the good woman at? The good woman is hurting from what y'all put her through. You want to be like, where the good man at? The good man is healing. Did I say healing? I meant to say healing. The good woman is healing. And the good man is healing. But that's what the enemy does. The enemy will send false lovers, like the story of Delilah and that one guy. I don't know the full story, but I just know that Delilah was on a mission to hurt that guy. But have y'all seen that post? It was like them posts on Facebook that be like, and for the lady, perhaps a salad, and then the lady be like, perhaps not, and then she start ordering like a whole bunch of stuff off of the menu. That's me. Or either I seen another quote, and it was like, I'm not scared to eat in front of my man. I'm not scared to eat in front of a man. Like, I'll eat his plate too. But yeah, y'all gotta chill out with the polygamy talk. Especially when y'all don't be like, y'all be acting so stingy with women. Y'all don't be wanting to take women on shopping sprees. Y'all don't be wanting to pamper a woman. Y'all don't be wanting to get a woman out of survival mode. Y'all don't be wanting to put a woman in her feminine energy. Got a woman next to you and she's still in her masculine energy. Got a woman next to you and she's still in her masculine energy, but got the audacity to be talking about some polygamy. Y'all need to knock it off. But I blame the media. I blame culture. You know, do you know the amount of men that come to me? One guy, and this is me not putting y'all business out, y'all. Oh, and also too, I'm eating. I had blended up some walnuts, and I made a walnut taco, and I put some seaweed on there, and some cheese, and some Red Rooster hot sauce. One guy told me when he was 16, he was messing with a 33-year-old woman. I said, my goodness. Y'all gotta protect the little babies out here. There are woman predators too. These lonely women. Do you know the amount of stories that I heard from men? One man told me, well, he posted it on YouTube. He said it was his friend's mom, and she had a whole husband, and she was SAing him. Another guy told me, multiple guys actually told me it was their friend's mom. So, both man and woman are healing. There are things that men have gone through that they are healing from, and there are things that women are going through that they are healing from. But I blame the media, how they be trying to get into these manhood and make it seem like a man being promiscuous, and trying to make it seem like a man being promiscuous and a man cheated. Even think about it on music videos and stuff like that, or movies, whatever. Y'all know, black people, you know what I'm talking about. They have the couple that's about to get married, and then they have the bachelor's party and the bachelorette party. But the bachelor party, the homie be trying to like buy strippers and shit for the groom. And some men fall victim to that, you know. These people are literally enemies of families. They are enemies of healthy marriages, of healthy love as well. Or they're just enemies in general. And a lot of these people, unfortunately, their karma is, a lot of them are going to end up old and alone. And that's going to be their karma. A lot of them are going to end up old and alone. With no wife, no husband. Do you know how some of these men's lives look without a wife, without a woman's touch? Their life looks so bland. Do you know how some women's life look without a man's touch? Without a man in their life? Their life look bland as well. And due to the imbalance of feminine and masculine energy, it's a hot sauce, y'all. It has caused a huge imbalance into the world. A lot of the times those friends who will like buy, even the women do it too for the bachelorette's party, they be trying to buy male strippers and stuff like that. But like if you're the bride and the groom, you have to put your foot down. Even there's like friends. Let's talk about the guy's friends. There'd be a guy that get into a relationship, and they friends would still be single, and they friends would still be trying to have that guy do single stuff and stuff like that. Or either be like, look at that woman butt, or look at that woman body. These people are enemies to your union. As well, there are women that do that too. There possibly be a woman that's like always telling her friend, let's go to the club or let's go partying. Whole time you're in a relationship and they're not being respectful of your relationship. These people are enemies to the union. That's why it is important to think for yourself. You cannot allow other people to think for you. You can't allow other people to tell you what to do. And everybody's love story would never be the same. Like, everybody is diverse. Their love story would never be the same. The amount of marriages and like how we met and stuff like that, everyone's story is different. There's some people who they waited to marriage to be intimate. There's some people, I've heard stories of like guys will be like, me and my woman, we did it on the first day that we met. And then 2 days later, I decided to make her my girlfriend. So, everybody's story is different. But researching and like taking in dating advice as well as consistently investing to yourself, that will help you when it comes to dating. But just realize everybody's story is different. But modern men, y'all need to step it up. Y'all do. Specifically black men too. You have left a black woman out here vulnerable for too long. These black women had to raise these kids by themselves for too long. The streets don't love you. The streets will never love you. You think them people love you, they don't love you. If somebody was come and offer them $1 million, you gonna see they not your friend. A lot of them people gonna take that $1 million. Them ain't really your friends like you think they are. Gotta be smart. The streets don't love nobody. And where we at? We love us a family man. We love us a family woman. Yeah. Who wanna rip and run the streets all day? What's in the streets? It's nothing in the streets but fake people. What is it in the streets? But yeah, modern day man, please step it up. It should be no reason why you not taking your woman on shopping sprees. You're not giving her no date nights. You're not even telling her she looks beautiful. Woman too, you gotta step it up too. But we talk about the man right now. What's up with these men? Chivalry is dead. What do I look like? What? Like, some man be telling me like, what do I look like giving you money and stuff like that? And like, why would I give you money? Like, basically, like, you gotta do something for me in order for me to give you money. But why the fuck do people think like that nowadays? It's not supposed to be like that. Why are y'all not giving money to women just to give money to women? The fuck? Y'all don't want to see women not struggling or something? Y'all want women to struggle? Y'all want women to be in their masculine energy or something? Y'all don't want women to be in their feminine energy? But then also too, I do get it. It's the media. People try to be like, oh, you're a simp. Oh, you're a trick if you do that. No, that's just a man being a man. That's a real man. That's why I'm saying you have to think for yourself. Fuck what them people is talking about. A lot of the time, these people are just promoting toxic masculinity. Fuck what them people talking about. A lot of them motherfuckers gonna end up lonely and alone without a wife or without a husband, and they want you to go down with them. That's all that it is to it. And you can also too still be friends with these people. I mean, if they really are good friends, but you have to set boundaries with these people. No, you're gonna respect my relationship and you're gonna respect my union. If you can't do that, we don't need to be friends. Keep telling. There's some friends where they consistently will tell their friend to cheat. Yes, it's friends that do that. Or either they consistently put in bad thoughts about somebody in their friend's mind or something like that. But sometimes it's coming from a good place, but sometimes it isn't. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is think for yourself. You can't tell society what type of woman, what type of man. Society can't tell you what type of woman, what type of man that you are and who you should be. You should be listening to your soul. You shouldn't be like, oh, let me pick up this book because society told me to pick up this book. The fuck? No. That's being brainless. You have to actually be a critical thinker. You should be picking up books because you actually are interested in reading that book. You shouldn't be picking up a book because somebody is telling you to pick up a book or because somebody else picked up that book. You have to think for yourself. What do you like to do? What are you passionate about? What are your interests? What are your hobbies? How do you want your woman to feel? How do you want your man to feel? How do you want your children to feel? Take your power back. Take your mental power back. What's up with the modern man? Where's the chivalry? Where's the romance? What happened to men singing to their woman? What happened to women singing to their man? I talk about this stuff, people think I'm speaking in tongues or something. No. What happened? I know what happened. People are burnt out from their 9 to 5s and stuff like that. People have lost their passion. Well, I'm saying wake it back up. That's what I'm saying. Today, right now, in this moment, chivalry is back in action. And anybody who goes up against chivalry, we just know your fate. We know what's going to happen to you in the future. You're going to be somebody who's going to end up old and alone. No wife, no husband, no children. Probably going to be getting beat up in the nursing home or something. Unfortunately. Wake it back up. But yeah, the woman basically, like, it was like a viral post, that woman that was sharing it, basically saying, like, you know how some men can be easy. Like when you meet a man first day or something like that, and they take a woman to their home and stuff like that. Some woman was saying like how they were making jokes out of it, and they were saying like they'll rob him, like basically that's what they were saying. And yeah, you gotta watch out for men too. That's why the best advice that I ever heard was when this woman was talking about like her marriage, and she's talking about like how her and her man, like how they met and how they elevated their relationship into a marriage. And she was talking about she wasn't super easy with him. She was talking about she didn't let that man into her apartment and stuff like that. She said like when it came to dating and stuff like that, they first would meet up at coffee shops and stuff like that. And then after the coffee shops, when she really began to trust him, that's when she allowed him into her inner world. And I feel like everyone should move like that, regardless if it's romantic or platonic. But also too, you have your own sauce, so you do what you want to do, but you just have to be real smart out here. There are women out here that will set you up too. Duh. There are men out here that will set up women too. There are women that will set up women. There are men that will set up men. Because the amount of times, like, I thought about it in my past, because, like, certain men that I dealt with, they were, like, my love stories are different just because I'm a unique soul, and, like, I really value soul-to-soul connections. If a motherfucker that don't got no soul, they can't even step to me. Like, I don't fuck with people without soul, nor do I fuck with people without intellect. They have to have that off bat, soul and intellect. And third, heart. Fourth, money. But yeah. But like the amount of men that I used to date in my past, like they were just very open with me. And I used to think to myself like, dang, like are they open like this with every woman, like they let me all the way in. Are they like this with every woman? But some of them would explain to me like I don't do this with every woman and stuff like that. Like they don't trust every woman. So that's good. So man, you have to learn. The issue is women have a feminine side as well as women have a masculine side. What you will see like in women that is masculine is probably like like single mothers. That's a woman operating in her masculine energy. or like a woman that's like grinding in grind mode, or a woman that's like, oh, I'm gonna shut my emotions off, or oh, I'm finna get back on this man. That's a woman operating in her masculine energy. Woman fighting and all that, that's a woman operating in her masculine energy. A man has a feminine side as well as he has a masculine side too. A man operating in his feminine energy will be like a man that like mooches off a woman and stuff like that. A man that like he allows a woman to take care of him, and like he don't he just mooches off a woman. That's a man in his feminine energy. A man in his feminine energy is a man with no backbone. A man in his feminine energy, that's what that is. So the imbalance in the world, it has been because people are not balancing their feminine and masculine energy within. That has caused a huge imbalance. Men are not embracing the feminine side of themselves. What it looks like a man embracing his feminine side is like resting, taking care of his body, taking care of his mental health. Something that I told y'all I learned at 18 was I can't be all hustle. I can't be like that. You can't motherfucking work 7 days a week. Like, motherfuckers be trying to work 7 days a week. You're not getting no rest. You're not getting no proper nutrition. You're not drinking water. You're not stretching your body. That's what it looks like when you're not using your feminine energy. That's how you get sick. Yeah. That's just like, you have to use your feminine energy. Feminine energy is like when you're singing, that's using your feminine energy, your creative energy. Feminine energy is cooking. Feminine energy is basically just taking care of yourself above all other things. People have to learn how to integrate those energies within themselves, as well as women have to learn that too. Especially what being in a relationship. Relationships show you more about yourself. Relationships are just mirrors. So like, as a woman, I could talk about myself. Something that I had to work on is not over talking a man, because I'm so used to being like the dominant one. I had to and have to learn how to like listen more and not over talk a man. When you're over talking a man, that's basically like, that's a woman in her masculine energy. But then also too, don't let people guilt trip you and be like, if you're taking up for yourself and you're communicating and you're standing up for yourself, some people will try to project onto you, and they'll try to tell women, oh, you're being too masculine just because you're standing up for yourself. So don't allow people to gaslight you into thinking that you're the one in the wrong. Also too, it's not just women that have to watch out for that, it's men that have to watch out for it too. When it comes to a man that's actually in tune with his emotions and he's able to express himself and he has emotional intelligence, and he's able to actively work through his emotions and his feelings, and he's able to, he's just really in tune with his feminine side, and he has a really good balance in his feminine and his masculine side. Society will try to tell this type of man, oh, you're too feminine, oh, you're too caring, oh, you're too this. So man, you have to watch out for that too, and you have to realize it's just projections and it's just gaslighting. So don't let them gaslight you. Most of these people can't even express themselves. They can't even work through their emotions. They can't even sit with themselves and calm themselves down. What all I'm saying is men and women need to learn how to appreciate each other, and that's going to cause more of a balance into society, as well as that's going to benefit the children, because unbeknownst to adults and the elders, the children are sponges and they are watching everything that we do. Everything. Also, too, there's a lot of men that lie and pretend to be something that they're not, just, to manipulate women. There's men that lie to get in women's pants, and things of that sort. They will lie. And it's just really sad, how society does do women. It's not just women that it's being done to, it's men that it's being done to, but it is mainly women. It's mainly women. I feel like most of the issues that we have in society is rooted in patriarchy and is rooted in men. Man wanting to be in control and being in toxic masculinity. And yeah, some men just don't really know what to do with a woman, and they just essentially don't know how to treat a woman, you know. If you research women's history, you'll see more about it, you know. Even in the past, people be like, oh, you know, my grandparents, you know, they were able to be happily married, you know, when they compare the statistics of back then and now. But you got to understand, back then it was different for women. Back then, women weren't allowed to have their own bank accounts. They weren't allowed to even work and things of that sort. They had to solely rely on a man, whether if that was their husband or their father. And they had to get a husband, you know. They had to just settle for just anybody. You know, a lot of these people weren't happily married. Some of these people were in abusive relationships, and some of these people were dealing with serial cheaters. And you know, there's some men that are so selfish that, let's say a woman gets pregnant, you know, and when a woman gets pregnant and a woman has a baby, she's not even the same person as she was before, you know. It's like a quote that I've seen: in order to unconditionally love somebody, you have to attend the different transformations and rebirths of that individual. You're not going to be with the same individual that you met from the start, because everybody is growing. Just like plants grow, humans grow too. We're supposed to grow. We're supposed to change. We're supposed to evolve. And yeah, and you're supposed to evolve with your partner and things of that sort. But there's some men that are so selfish. Their woman will experience, you know, like postpartum depression and stuff like that. And I feel like postpartum does stem from woman just not feeling supported as she should. You know, she doesn't have that support like she should have, you know. But yeah, so like the woman will be going through these different things, you know, carrying this man's child, you know, went through all this traumatic stuff from carrying this man's child, which is a lot, you know. A woman is pushing a whole human out of their area. Do you hear me? Experiencing 9 months of these different things, carrying a whole being, you know. Do you know how straining that is? Pregnancy is crazy. So that if you are a woman and you never been pregnant before, I'm here to give you some advice and let you know you should not be out here just carrying anybody's baby. If this man cannot pour into you, if this man cannot help you, if this man cannot make your life easier, you should not be carrying his baby. He don't deserve you. He does not deserve for you to carry his seed. He doesn't. You don't deserve to just be somebody's baby mama. And unfortunately, some women they have fell victim to that, because some men lie. You know, men lie. I've experienced it. There's men that will lie, make it seem like y'all in a relationship, he get what he want, and then after that he start tripping. So that's where baby mamas and single mothers, a majority of it is rooted from that. And you can't say, oh, women can choose better, da 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 da. The people, man, lie. Some men lie. Some men want what they want, and they hunt that woman down till they get it, and then they discard her. But there's some men that, like, their woman, you know, just because their woman is experiencing these different changes and things of that sort after having a baby, they decide, oh, you know, they so selfish with it. Oh, you know, she's not being intimate with me. You know, they just thinking about sex. That's all that they be thinking about. Some of them, she's not being intimate with me, so they go out there and they cheat. That is so disrespectful. Some of them cheat on a pregnant woman, on a pregnant wife, or either they cheat on the woman after the woman has the baby, because the woman, she's not who she used to be. You know, there's some man that's so disrespectful to women. The nurses tell the woman, you have to wait 2 weeks, whatever, to have sex. These men will pressure that woman to have sex, or either just because he have to wait, he feel like he can't wait, he goes out there and cheat on that woman. Are y'all serious? These men be cheating on their wife. They be cheating on a woman because they're impatient. And these men don't deserve to be husbands. They don't. Y'all think that y'all got wives, y'all think that y'all got husbands, y'all think that y'all got family, you think you have support, you think you really have friends, but majority of the time you really don't. You just have people that try to fill a void with your company, with your presence, because they're miserable and they're codependent and they don't know how to be alone. You will really find out who's truly for you when something unfortunate happens in your life. Let's say, there's stories of like, wives being put in a hospital, and then the husband would just leave the wife in the hospital by herself. And that's when the wife realized, this man never loved me, or vice versa. Husband gets sick, be in a hospital, wife don't really support him like that. Circumstances will show you who's really for you. And I'm thankful that I learned this at a young age in my life, because now when I'm older, I will already be prepared to deal with these type of people. But yeah, people think that they got friends. You don't really have a friend like you think that you do. That's why if you try to start a business or something like that, these people don't support you. It's because they're not really your people. They don't really support you. They don't have genuine love for you. So yeah, thank you for tuning in. Bye.